I'm toast. Okay, oh, they're coming. Leave me alone! I'm calling the police!
The f***? Did you hear that? Did you f***ing hear that?
The woods have always held a darkness, a place where silence swallows secrets, where people vanish, or simply never come back the same. But what do you do when that silence is suddenly broken by something you can't explain? Tonight, we're diving into 3 of the most chilling encounters ever recorded deep in the wilderness, all filmed by real people on real cameras. Meet Sam. If you haven't heard of him, his YouTube channel, The Northwest Wind, is built around one of the most underrated outdoor skills out there, stealth camping. No loud gear, no flashy setups, just a man, the wilderness, and the art of going completely unnoticed. He does it mostly in Ohio, though he's taken his skills across the entire country. On paper, it's peaceful, it's meditative. It's exactly the kind of content that makes you want to ditch your desk job and disappear into the trees. But on one particularly unsettling night in January of 2024, everything Sam thought he knew about the woods was put to the ultimate test. The day started off completely ordinary. January had been unusually warm, the kind of day that makes you forget what month it is. Sam found a spot tucked away just behind a dog park on the edge of a wooded area. Quiet, low traffic. Exactly what he was looking for. He set up his gear, got comfortable, and started filming. Just another night in the wild.
I don't know what it is here, but I keep feeling like somebody's watching me, and it's like very strong feeling, like hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being watched or something, though. I don't know.
The campsite looked picture perfect. Sam was settled in, relaxed, talking to the camera with that familiar, easy energy he always brings. But somewhere in the back of his mind, a small voice was whispering that something wasn't quite right. He brushed it off. He always did. That's part of the adventure, right?
All right, so it's getting dark. Gonna be fully dark here in about 10 minutes or so. Somebody just walked by. I don't know if they had a dog or not, but they definitely didn't see me, but I could barely see them. The tent does not sit high at all. I've been sitting on my pelly case. This was while I was eating, just finishing up eating. I don't know why, I'm just spooked. I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still.
As the sun sank lower and the light drained from the trees, that small voice got louder. Sam's gut, the kind of primal instinct humans have been ignoring since the invention of comfort, was screaming at him now. Something was out there, something wasn't right, but Sam, camera in hand, decided to push through. He'd done this dozens of times before. What could go wrong? That question was about to get answered. Sam climbed into his tent for the night. The sounds of the forest surrounded him. Wind, distant rustling, the occasional crack of a branch. Normal stuff. But then, something changed. The sounds got closer, more deliberate, more rhythmic.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still, I'm leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face.
Footsteps. Clear, unmistakable, human footsteps. Circling the tent. Not an animal, not the wind. Footsteps. Sam lay completely still, his entire body locked up with fear. He didn't call out. He didn't move. He just reached over, switched on his camera, and started recording, praying that whoever was out there would simply walk away. They didn't.
They're getting closer. Hang on. Hang on. I want you to be able to see as much as possible, but I'm not going to turn on the lantern again. I have my headlamp in my pocket, too.
The presence outside grew bolder. Every second that passed, Sam could feel the tension pressing in on the thin walls of his tent like a physical weight. This wasn't someone who got lost. This wasn't a curious hiker passing through. Whoever was out there had purpose, and that realization was terrifying.
Spooked.
Hello? Hello?
They're really close. They're like 10 feet away. I think there's two people. I can't tell. I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's two people.
Hello?
Sam finally broke the silence. He called out into the dark, calm, steady, letting them know the tent was occupied. He waited for a reply, a word, anything. Nothing. Not a voice, not footsteps retreating. Just silence. The worst kind of silence, because it meant they were still there.
Hello? Hello? All right, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop.
Sam called out again, louder this time, more direct, and still nothing. But something else happened instead. A hand, or what Sam believed was a hand, grazed the side of his tent. Not hard, not violent, just a slow, deliberate brush across the fabric, like a message. I know you're in there.
Hello? Alright, I'm getting the out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're with me. With me here. Holy crap, get away! What do you want?
Sam had had enough. With his knife in hand, he confronted whoever was outside, his voice firm, his heart pounding at about 1,000 beats per minute. And just like that, they were gone. The presence evaporated into the dark like it had never been there at all. But Sam wasn't about to go back to sleep. He scrambled out of the tent and started packing up, hands moving fast, every sound making him flinch. But just as he thought he had scared them off, the stillness broke again.
This way. I see you. Get away! Alright, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Something was still there, just beyond the light, just beyond where he could see, waiting, silent.
I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have a knife. I smell your cigarette. All right, I'm officially like tweaking now. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. I'll come back for this crap later. All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you. All right, I don't know which way to go. How the hell do I get out of here? All right, I don't know how to get out of here.
The silence from the darkness was somehow worse than any sound could have been. Sam couldn't take it anymore. He abandoned his gear, left it all behind, and made a run for it through the trees, hoping distance and darkness would be his allies. But they weren't.
Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone! All right, I'm getting out of here. You can have it. How do I? Which way? Here.
He could hear them behind him, matching his pace, keeping up. Sam burst through the tree line and for just a moment breathed, and then he slipped. Hit the ground hard, and in that moment, with the wind knocked out of him and the adrenaline screeching through his veins, he looked back into the dark and realized whoever was following him hadn't stopped.
Some guy. Ah! 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 I just ate. I'm soaked. I'm toast. Okay, oh, they're coming. Leave me alone! Okay. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Ow! Well,
Pain didn't matter anymore. Sam was running on pure survival instinct now, his body doing whatever it needed to do to get him out of there alive. He kept moving, kept pushing.
I was far back there. About 5 minutes from the car now, but I'm in the big clearing off the path. I have the high ground, so to speak. I can see everything from behind me. I don't see anybody anymore. Can't hear anybody. If they were coming, I could see them for a ways.
Somehow, impossibly, he made it to the edge of the woods. He was out. He was safe. Or so he thought.
I see you! I can see you! Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the here. I don't know if they're like after me or something, or what the happening. We're getting the here. It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Oh, I don't like this. I'm calling the police!
Just as Sam caught his breath and started to believe the worst was over, something appeared behind him in the dark. It didn't slow down. It didn't say a word. It just moved, and its movement alone sent Sam sprinting for his car like his life depended on it, because in that moment, it very well might have. He made it, barely. The next morning, Sam went back for his gear.
Yeah. Oh man, everything is absolutely sopped. Damn. Can't actually tell if they... Yeah, they must have, because see, exactly like I was saying, they pulled the tent from the top while I was in there and pulled the stakes out of the ground. I did not do that, nor did I leave it like that. So somebody was definitely messing with my stuff. It's really creepy.
What he found was a campsite that had been completely destroyed, gear scattered, everything torn apart. Whoever, or whatever, had been stalking him through those woods had made sure to leave a mark. Sam walked away with his life, but the question he couldn't shake, and that none of us can answer, is, who were those people, and what did they want with him? Most people think danger in the woods comes in the form of wildlife, bears, coyotes, animals you can hear before you see them. But Brendan Fitzpatrick, a seasoned outdoorsman, bow hunter, and content creator known for documenting ethical, responsible hunting across the Midwest, learned the hard way that sometimes the most dangerous thing in the forest walks on two legs and carries a weapon of its own. It was early November of 2022, a cold, gray morning, the kind that settles into your bones the second you step outside. Brendan was set up in one of his regular hunting spots on a piece of land his family had leased for years. He knew every inch of that property. It was his space, and his camera was rolling, not for drama, not for anything unusual, just to document the stillness of an early morning hunt.
I'm out there right now. But I just want to show you kind of why we're here. I mean, we pay good money to hunt this property. We've been hunting it for years.
The footage opens peacefully, trees, quiet, the soft sound of the forest waking up. Nothing to suggest that what was about to happen would change everything.
You live on this property right here? I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry. You have an AR in front of me. I'm fucking scared. Dude, I'm scared as fuck right now.
Okay, well, it's gonna be more scary. Are you attacking me?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm hunting. I'm hunting with.
Drop your fucking phone.
Oh my God.
Drop your fucking phone.
Sir,
Listen to me. I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm bow hunting. I don't have any guns on me.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm asking you to move. I'm asking you to look at me. You're on my fucking property. You got to motherfucking go. You're on my property, sir.
Okay,
Listen.
I'm
I've
packing
been
up.
here 8 years.
You know.
You've never been here. Listen.
Can I come out there so we can talk?
Come on out.
Okay.
Don't touch. No.
I just have to move my chair. You know. Okay. Oh my God.
And then, movement. A figure steps through the trees, and he is not empty-handed. He is carrying an assault rifle, and he is headed straight toward Brendan's position. The camera shakes slightly, then steadies, because that's the kind of person Brendan is, calm under pressure, even when pressure looks like a man with a rifle walking toward you in the middle of the woods. What followed was one of the most quietly tense confrontations ever caught on hunting footage. No shouting, no dramatic escalation, just two men standing in the trees, one armed, both convinced they had more right to be there than the other.
The only reason we're here is no one else is here on the property, but we have four people on this lease who pay for this hunting property. The reason that we have this blind here is because, according to our Onyx, who shows us the survey lines, this is the property that we're legally allowed to hunt. We have permission from him to access from his property from our cornfield right there. And the rule is you're allowed to bow hunt within 125 feet of a residential dwelling. So,
Well, they don't make the laws.
understood.
The exchange stretches on, gestures more than words, body language doing the heavy lifting. And in the end, the man with the AR-15 holds his ground. Brendan, to his credit, keeps his composure.
All right, so no problem. I wish you luck.
Oh, you okay?
I wish you luck, my friend. But I don't try bien. That just came through.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
All right.
All right?
All right. Can I get your name, sir? Okay. I understand. Out of respect, if I see you, I want to be able to communicate, you know?
Eventually, the man leaves, his footsteps fading through the dead leaves as Brendan begins to pack up. The blind comes down. The tree line goes quiet again, but the weight of what just happened doesn't leave with the stranger. Here's where it gets even more unsettling. The man never gave his name, which, as it turns out, is completely within his legal rights. Brendan reported the entire incident to local police and conservation officers, handing over the footage as evidence. The investigation... Our final story takes us across the Atlantic, deep into the forests of rural Ireland. The man behind the camera is William, the creator of Truesdale TV, a small but beloved channel where he documents stealth camping and wild camping adventures, sharing the best hidden spots he finds, along with practical advice for anyone just getting started. His content is quiet, gentle even. The kind of videos you watch when you need to slow down and remember the world isn't entirely insane. But October of 2023 had other plans for William. He'd found what looked like a perfect spot, secluded, peaceful, off the beaten path, in a way that only someone with real wilderness knowledge could manage. He pitched his tent, poured himself a well-earned whiskey, set some food on the fire, and settled in. Just another calm night under the Irish sky.
You are. I don't want you near me. I heard something there. Right, let's go back.
William heads back to camp, gets his dinner going, and chats with the camera like he always does. Relaxed, happy, completely unaware of what's about to unfold the moment he zips up his tent. Then, a shift. You can see it happen in real time on William's face. His expression changes before the sound even registers fully. Because out here, in one of the most remote stretches of Irish woodland, footsteps have no business being there, and yet, there they are, slow, deliberate, close. William cuts the lights, all of them, except the camera, because whatever's out there, he's not going to face it blind.
From there? Over there?
He calls out, steady voice. Hello, is someone there? The trees give nothing back, no reply, no retreat. Just that thick, suffocating silence that tells you, whatever this is, it heard you.
So that was from that sound. I did see chemtrails earlier on. What's the biggest game you get where you don't get big game? Well, I think that's a nighttime stroll out there, definitely. Freak that. We have been born, I have to check back on the camera. I swear I hardly. Something come past there.
William makes a decision. He grabs his weapon, unzips the tent, and steps out into the dark. Because being trapped inside with something circling you is somehow worse than facing it. He sweeps the tree line with his headlamp, and it's gone, nothing there. Just trees and shadow, and the hammering of his own pulse.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It was definitely a thump. Right? Guess it's turning the Blair Witch Project, that shit.
Until it comes back. Sounds drift in from just beyond the reach of his light. Like whatever's out there has mapped the exact range of his vision and is staying just outside it. Patient, deliberate, intelligent. Back in the tent, William weighs his options. Leave now in complete darkness, or hold out till morning and hope nothing escalates. He hasn't made up his mind yet when the decision gets made for him.
Right, I'm gonna turn these off for a minute or two. The f***? Did you hear that? Did you f***ing hear that? My heart's going. Off, who's out there?
Something hits the tent, not the wind, not a branch, something thrown, with intent, against the side of the fabric. William freezes, then moves. He checks outside again. Still nothing visible, still no answers, just the darkness, the cold, and the certainty that something out there is playing a game William wants no part of. He packs up, fast, quietly, and as he disappears into the dark towards safety, he makes himself a promise. He is never going back to that forest again. He kept that promise.